Where did the weekend go? Weekends are never long enough, are they? Oh, and it was kind of a dreary weekend unless you were Cindy and her family. They had a wedding this weekend, and we've got pictures. Yes, welcome to a Monday on the Tyler Glenn Show, the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. And there's nothing more mayhem-filled than a family wedding. And that's what happened for our Cindy over the weekend, and it was a lot of fun, apparently. And well, of course, it'll be like we're there. We've got the pictures to show you the proof. And we've got good news on the writer's strike this morning. Breaking news, looks as if there's going to be a deal between the writers and the studios. Nothing for the actors yet, but we've got the details on this breaking news just as we're coming on. Looks as if the writers have a deal. And they need a head start anyway. They got to write stuff for the actors to do, right? So this is a good step forward. Also, it could be the scariest news all month on this show. Facebook this week is going to make some drastic changes. And these changes are going to affect the way everybody interacts with the platform, including yours truly. And so changes are coming to Facebook, and it involves AI chatbots. Now, a year ago, they announced that the AI chatbots are coming. It's about 10 months ago. And they're here, and they're ready to go. And we'll introduce you to the chatbots. One is Abraham Lincoln. I don't know how this is going to go, how they're going to work this into our Facebook feed. But anyway, we'll kind of do the discovery together, shall we? Because this week's going to be an interesting week on social media, to say the least. Also, Taylor Swift's got a boyfriend. Did you see that? She was at the game in Kansas City. Did you see the game at all? Do you know anything about football? Do you watch football? No. Anyway, Taylor Swift, big singer, dating probably what could be one of the most famous football players in the NFL. Him and his twin brother both play. They are both in the Super Bowl. Of course, his mom is super famous because she's like the nicest lady ever, and she cheers for both her sons even when they play each other. It's really kind of cool to see Taylor at the game and going crazy, and there's been a lot of rumor around that, and now it's been confirmed. Canada making international headlines this morning for all the wrong reasons again. Oh, my God. I'm sure by now you've heard of it. We'll break it down for you. The best U.S. cities for snowbirds, according to experts, if you're thinking of getting out of here after what was a really dreary weekend, wasn't it? Usher's going to play the Super Bowl and a whole lot more. That's all coming up this morning right here on the Tyler Glenn Show. Thank you for being here. Let's take a look outside, and it's a a little bit soggy still from what we had on the weekend. Still a little soggy and not a whole bunch of light out there at all, eh? Oh, these shortened days. Fall is officially here. It arrived at 1:50 a.m. Saturday. I could feel my heart skip a beat. That's another thing we'll take a look at this morning. A lot of people sent in some great pictures of how their summer went, how they felt their summer will be remembered and celebrated. And it's very cool. So we'll share some of those pictures as the morning goes on. Okay? Okay. Oh, we've got all kinds of folks saying good morning, good morning, good morning. We're going to get to that shortly. And a welcome aboard to all of our early sun seekers as we get going on this. Is this the last week of September? I think it is. Where in the heck did the month go? Where? We just started. Didn't we just have Labor Day long weekend? What the heck is going on? Holy cow, it's fast. Oh, boy. Is it Halloween yet? Is it coming? I bet you it is. Let's say good morning to our sun seekers. See who we got chiming in this morning, waiting to see those pictures of Cindy's, the Cindy wedding this weekend. Okay, first off here, I got to pull this up and say, welcome aboard. Welcome. Welcome to Lindosaurus Rex back from North Dakota and her big car show this weekend. It was apparently soggy there, too. Tasha Licious is here. Nice to see you this morning, Tasha Licious. Rain, rain, more rain, says Lindy. Came home from rugby and there's more rain. Yeah. Tasha said, not much to do when it's raining outside. They did go swimming at the Y. Well, that's good for you. You know what I did this weekend? This is embarrassing. Okay, Tyler's weekend. My favorite comforter and football. I didn't leave the house. I did not even go to my driveway to inspect the rain gutters or something. I don't know. What am I supposed to do? I did not leave the house. Friday came, show ended. I made homemade pizza for Trace when she came home from work. We kind of tried to get through that Netflix movie we were talking about, and she fell asleep. Then it was football, and here I am. That's it. That's my weekend in a nutshell. It was so gross. The weather was so gross. Lindy is saying, yeah, I sure hope Cindy's daughter's wedding was rain-free for them. Me too. Although it was warm, hey? Revenition is in early this morning. Nice to see you this morning. Good morning. Paul is here too, and Quentin is here, and Sharon Pierce, 24. Nice to see you. Polar Bear 706, good morning to you. Good morning. Cindy is here with coffee in hand and pictures. I've got the pictures. Zumba Bernice, good morning to you. It's so nice to see you. Connie is here too. KDon78, good morning. Thanks, KDon, for putting me in touch with Rhonda from Family Feud. Her show airs on CBC tonight, and we have Rhonda. She's going to join us live. We're going to try and connect with her at 8 o'clock this morning, and we're going to get the behind-the-scenes look of what it was like to be on the Family Feud Canada show, and maybe she'll just let it slip how much they won. Because tonight's the night, 7 o'clock Central. Rhonda and the Miraz family will be on Canada's Family Feud. Thanks for setting that up and or connecting us anyway. Giving her a heads up we were talking about her. Misbehaving is here. Nice to see you. Cindy does say wedding was the best and there was no rain. Oh, isn't that awesome? And you know, I have to admit, I was like checking the Dolphin forecast Saturday back and forth going, shit, I hope there's no rain. I hope there's no rain. That is so cool. That's great. Who else? Nick Adams is over in the Facebook there. Good morning to you, sir. And, of course, Tasha and Linda jump in to say hello along with Derek. Nice to see you. And Cheryl is here. Good morning, Cheryl. Mavis is here, too. Good morning to you. Good morning, Trev Webb. Happy Monday. Lots of people at the Wheat Kings home opener on Friday. They lost to Regina, but then they won against Moose Jaw. They'll play Prince Albert on Wednesday. New Jets jerseys. Did you see them? Yeah, a lot of blue going on there. Quentin says his wife, she stays awake through the movie, but she's on her phone most of the time. Then he has to describe the movie. This is how he became a good actor. He actually reenacts the scenes and both sides. So that becomes, a bit of a challenge, but he pulls it off. He does it. Anyway, good morning. Good morning, Uncle Bo. Uncle Bo, nice to see you. What a nice Monday crowd. Looking good. Thanks for being here on an early Monday, and I am hoping we are going to see some sunshine. It was a little bit cool in the morning, she says, but let's just get to Cindy's pictures. We can get to the water cooler news. Forgive me, but you know what? We've all been waiting. If you follow the show, Cindy is a regular sun seeker, and her daughter got married over the weekend, and we've got to get to the pictures because people are like super excited. And Cindy didn't really post a whole lot on her Facebook page by the looks of things because you know what? She was waiting for us. I know. You were waiting to share it with the sun seekers. Here we go. Here comes the bride. Look at that weather. God, that looks nothing like what was going on in Brandon. That's so awesome. Oh, I'm so happy. Well, that made my Monday that you had good weather. It truly does. Because, God, it was crappy here, hey? Brandon sucked. It was bad. Just gross. Didn't want to do anything. That's beautiful. Nice bouquet, too. Oh, here come the flower girls. All right. Little known fact, they were visiting the bar more than most of the other women at the wedding. So just don't chuckle. Don't chuckle too much. They were giving her. All right. Oh, that's so great that you had a nice day. I'm so happy for you, Cindy. Everyone looked beautiful. Everyone looked great. Oh, am I out of pictures here now? I better not be. Out of pictures. I'm not a big wedding picture guy, but you know what? Oh, there we go. They're just shut down here. There's a few more. Oh, shots. Yeah, you got to have the shots. Oh, nice orange bridesmaids for fall, of course. Bride is looking beautiful. Very nice. Michelle is a sun seeker too. Yes, I should apologize. That's right. She is. Although I think Mom was first, right, Cindy? I think you were first, and then Michelle came in too. So technically, yes, this is a sun seeker wedding. This is so cool, and everyone's gorgeous. And that is the shot that I think I'll put on the website because you got the shots, doing the shots. We need a sun seeker baby, says Misbehaving. Well, give them time. Can you give them a couple of days? That is fantastic. Selo Ukraina, that was over by where they hold the Dolphin Festival. That is just fantastic. She did send a couple of videos here. Let's just get to one here. Because I got to watch the music here, so we'll just pretend that we're listening to the music. But of course, it's the big one, the first dance here. There we go. There we go. All right, and I can pretend that I am singing, or I can pretend that we are listening to the soothing sounds of the first dance. Anne Marie. Can I have this dance for the rest of my life? All of a sudden, Anne Marie is a southern guy. Yeah, that didn't sound well. The music they had was much better. You can picture it in your mind, but isn't that beautiful? I'm just excited that you guys had good weather. It was the big concern on the show last week. It was just like we were all watching it and all hoping that you guys would have good weather. Okay. So make sure that you search out Cindy. I will give them 9 months. They're not wasting any time. They're getting right to it. Congratulations again. We're so very happy for you. Our first Sun Seeker wedding. Yay. I was the very first one to clean the glasses. We did that on Friday's show. Beautiful pictures. That is great. Okay, so water cooler stuff. What are people talking about? Well, a deal in the Hollywood strike, that's a big deal because it looks as if we won't be stuck for TV and movies this winter. That is such good news. There's really not much else to tell you about that except it was a last-minute thing. It's just come on. They were going through the weekend. The union and the studios have reached an agreement, but this is for writers only. So the actors still don't have their deal yet. but they're thinking that it could come in the next day or two now that they have a deal for the writers. So that is some great news. That is great. So, and like I said earlier, it's going to take them, they need a head start anyway. I mean, the actors can afford to be on the picket lines for a while the writers get back to the writers' table and start churning up some scripts. And then if they time this right next week or two, hey, we're off strike. Okay, let's get back to work, boys. And Cindy did tell Michelle I was clinking. So I technically encouraged the first kiss. That is so awesome. That's just awesome. Okay. Well, you know what this is now. This is this. Congratulations to the lucky couple. I'm so glad that you had your first kiss with the tinkling of the glass. But when you hear this sound, something else will happen. And a little baby will be born. It's a special machine. Don't play it too much. It's better than the clinking of the kinking of the glass. The kinking of the glass. Oh my, it's too early. Okay. Anyway, good news there. So there's a little bit of good news. And the sad news is that once again, we stepped in it as a country. Oh my God. We need some brand help for Canada right now. Canada on the world stage is in a bit of trouble. We had Vladimir Zelensky, that's the president of Ukraine. He came for a visit, and he was going to speak to Parliament. In a nutshell, we took a page from the Americans, and when they do the State of the Union and the president is giving his speech, he likes to bring in a guest, and they do that for effect. You know, they'll say, we'd like to say a special good evening in the gallery to little Bobby. Little Bobby's got a paper route, and now little Bobby makes more money because of my tax cuts. And then everyone applauds, and it's blah, 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 blah. It's theater, really, is what it is. And they bring in these guests to prove a point. So we rip the page from that and say, hey, we're going to bring in a guest for when Mr. Zelensky's here. So why don't we bring in a Ukrainian who's 98 years old, and he fought the Russians back in World War II. Now, no one stopped at that point to say, wait a second, let me refer to my grade 9 history. Wasn't Russia on our side in World War II? Like, that should have been their first little, maybe this isn't a good idea. Not only that, but the guy they picked was He fought for the Nazis. Can you believe this?
Standing ovation for a Ukrainian veteran of the Second World War. Invited by House Speaker Anthony Rota to witness Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's address to Parliament, Yaroslav Hunka is one of his constituents.
And that's the picture that's being shown around the world. All of our politicians giving a standing ovation to this guy.
He's a Ukrainian hero, a Canadian hero, and we thank him for all his service.
That was the jubilant scene Friday. Now, new details have emerged about that war service MPs applauded.
New details from 70 years ago. Need I remind you? New details from 70 years ago.
Hunka served in the 1st Galician Division, a voluntary unit commanded by the Nazis.
The unit is complicit in the Holocaust.
Holy
this Jewish human
crap.
rights campaigner says there's no defending former soldiers like Hunka.
You swore allegiance to Hitler, and you were involved with
isn't
the
that
massacre
interesting?
of civilians. So it doesn't matter if you...
What's really disappointing to me in this whole thing is that, you know, these are our leaders, and you can't do any homework. I mean, if I want to go in and grab a tissue from Parliament, you know, while there's other politicians in there, I have to go through so many background checks, blood checks, passport checks, blah, 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 you know, million. I guess it's tight security, and it should be, right? Because it's the House of Power in Canada. How this guy got in there, how he got invited and missed all the checks and balances is just completely stunning to me. And to just put a bow on this, okay, and then we'll move on, because this isn't really politics, it's more of a stepping in a big pile of poo. But to add insult to injury, we just had that horrible accusation against India that their government had killed a Canadian in BC. India's response was, Canada harbors all these bad people and terrorists and stuff like that. And then this happens. Like Talk about us making the case for them. Holy crap. We had this guy, he fought for the Nazis, and he's in our parliament. Oh, I was so upset yesterday. My grandpa Glenn, God bless him, fought the Nazis, and I had to talk myself off the ledge a couple of times yesterday on social media. Boy, I wanted to just completely, go nuclear. I was so upset, so angry. Anyway, I shut the news off. I put my phone away. It was all good. Anyway. So that's going to be a bit of a topic of discussion around the water cooler, along with the Hollywood strike, and of course Rhonda being on Family Feud tonight. And we'll have Rhonda join us just after 8 o'clock. Some people talking about the Winnipeg Jets jerseys. Did you see them? Here's a picture. Around the water cooler, talking about a coffee maker. We're going to talk about, do you like them? Do you like the Jets jerseys? I'm not in love with them. There's a lot of blue, a lot of baby blue, right? Am I right? Is that what that is? The light blue? And I like blue, but here's my thing. My favorite retro jerseys are the ones that have the old logo on them, the old jet. I don't know. This looks like a military, it always did look like a military uniform to me, and I know it's inspired by that. Cheryl says nope on the jerseys. Let me bring up the Winnipeg Jets old jerseys. Oh, yeah. And it's because I'm old. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm an old guy. But here's Teemu Selanne, one of the best Jets ever. Look at those jerseys. The old red, white, and blue with the... Let's take a look at this. There we go. That's a good shot. There's a Jets jersey. I love these ones. And the other ones just kind of look like a military uniform to me. And nothing, I love the military. If I know one that loves the military more, it just seems like here comes our military jets, our the arm of Canada that we aren't embarrassed by. Not many fans of the baby blue, hey? I like these ones the best. Yeah, and let's go back. That's super old. These are the new ones here. Oh, hang on a second. There we go. And, of course, they had members of the military at their big Saturday fan fest to kind of show these to everybody. And so expect to see those underneath a few Christmas trees this winter, for sure. All right, hopefully you got over to the that wedding expo over on First Street to see the backyard on Aberdeen, because Ida had pumpkin spice cheesecake available for folks who stopped by and said hi. The backyard on Aberdeen, part of the wedding show over at Weddings by Abby over the weekend. Sounds like they had a nice turnout. I mean, it was great weather for an indoor wedding show. And don't forget, the backyard on Aberdeen is your place to get a turkey, the Thanksgiving meal done start to finish. Slow roasted turkey, seasoned homemade stuffing, creamy mashed potatoes, fresh gravy, roasted vegetables. They're taking orders until October 4th, and that's coming up fast, okay? They're taking those orders until October 4th, and you don't have to lift a finger. Just call Ida's Catering or the Backyard on Aberdeen. They will hook you up with your turkey dinner. And now that we are pivoting to Christmas parties, don't forget Christmas and holiday parties. Groups over 100 receive free venue rental at the Backyard on Aberdeen, a facility that holds up to 150 guests. And maybe it's a wedding or special event. Don't forget their headquarters is over at 2037 on Princess, where you can go in and see all the different kinds of colors and place settings and so on. Get your free consultation and visit the showroom at 2037 on Princess across from Centennial Auditorium. And there were a couple of big jackpots given away over the weekend. One for $12,000 and one for $20,000 at the Skydancer Casino. Over on the slot machines, they're open 7 days a week and 24 hours a day, Thursday through Saturday. Just 88 minutes from Brandon in Belcourt, North Dakota. They've got sports books, slots, and blackjack with the beautiful new Tower hotel rooms. And coming soon, Turtle Island Adventure Park featuring an indoor water park and Sky Jump Trampoline Park. Great food at the Fire's Edge Steakhouse, Sky Brew Coffee Shop, and Griller Snack Bar. Recent entertainment includes Easton Corbin and Billy Currington, and more coming soon. So check it out. Great food, comfortable stay, big wins. A casino with everything you want, all in one place. The Skydancer Casino Belcourt. Follow Skydancer on Facebook and visit skydancercasino.com. Well, we got to move the party over to Twitch, twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show, and the Sunseekers that are in chat already know that's where it's going. Karen Cooey, good morning to you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. And we're moving things over to twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show, okay? Come on over. We're going to make the move shortly, and we'll have Rhonda Miraz joining the show at 8 o'clock to talk about Canada's version of Family Feud and what it was like to have the Miraz family on those Ukrainian shirts all dressed up to be on the show. Don't forget, 7 o'clock tonight on CBC. Bite my tongue, I'm promoting CBC, but I have to because Rhonda and her family are so amazing. They're so awesome. Also, more on Taylor Swift and her new boyfriend. We're going to take a look at some of those great summer pictures you sent. I promise they're awesome. Just great pictures as we take a look back at the summer that was and what stood out for you this past summer. Also, a couple received a $1,400 refund on their flight after being seated next to a farting dog for 13 hours. Imagine sitting next to a dog for 13 hours, let alone a farting dog. And it got so bad, this couple's been compensated with cash. We'll explain. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. We have to bid you a fond farewell, TikTokers. Thank you so much for being here for at least part of the show, and we shall catch you again tomorrow. Thank you for being here. Catch you later. All right. And to everybody else on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and alike, we shall catch you again tomorrow, 7 o'clock, for more food, fun, places, and mayhem right here on the Tyler Glenn Show.